All right, let's take a trip to the gorgeous rolling hills of Piedmont, Italy. Why? Because we're going to uncork the story behind two of the country's most legendary red wines, Barolo, famously known as the King, and its elegant sibling Barbaresco, the Queen. This is a real tale of Italian wine royalty.
You know, Barolo has carried this amazing title for ages, the King of Wines, the Wine of Kings. And this isn't just some catchy marketing slogan. It's a reputation that's been built on sheer power, incredible complexity, and a wild ability to age for decades. It truly was the wine of Italian nobility.
So that's the king. But what happens when the king has a sibling who's just as noble? Because just a few miles away from Barolo's kingdom, you'll find Barbaresco, and people often call it the queen. So what's the real difference between these two royal siblings?
Well, our tale of two royals really starts with the one thing they have in common. Both of these incredible wines come from the exact same noble grape, a grape that is basically the heart and soul of the entire Piedmont region.
And that grape is the one and only Nebbiolo. Seriously, to get the king and the queen, you have to understand their parent. This demanding, kind of enigmatic grape that gives them all their character.
The name Nebbiolo is just so poetic, isn't it? It comes from nebbia, which is the Italian word for the thick fog that rolls over the Piedmont hills right around harvest time in the fall. So this is a grape that is literally born out of the mists of northern Italy.
But don't let that beautiful name fool you. Nebbiolo is a bit of a diva. It's super high maintenance. It's one of the first grapes to bud in the spring, which means it's totally vulnerable to frost. And then it's one of the last to ripen, leaving it out there exposed to all that autumn rain. It needs the perfect sunny spot to even have a chance, and it's packed with high tannin and high acidity, which is what gives these wines their amazing structure.
But you know, all that hard work, all that drama in the vineyard, it pays off big time. When you pour a glass of Nebbiolo, you get this incredible symphony of aromas. It's not about being big and loud. It's about this amazing complexity that just changes so dramatically over time.
So when it's young, a Nebbiolo wine is all about those fresh, youthful notes. Think cherry, raspberry, maybe some rose petals. But then, if you have a little patience, something magical happens in the bottle. Those fresh notes get deeper, and you start getting these complex aged aromas of tar, truffle, dried fruit, and all kinds of spices. It's a wine that really tells you a story as it gets older.
So let's meet our first monarch, Barolo, the king of wines. This is the one that's all about power and structure. It's a wine that is absolutely built to last with this legendary ability to just keep getting better for decades. Now, the kingdom of Barolo is actually pretty big, spread across 11 different communes, or villages, and each one has its own unique terroir, that special combo of soil and climate. This means a Barolo from one village, say La Mora, is going to taste and feel different than one from Serralonga de Valba. It's fascinating.
And if you're going to be called Barolo, you have to follow the king's decree. The rules are strict, a minimum of 38 months of aging before it can even be sold, and at least 18 of those months have to be in oak barrels. This long, patient wait is what's needed to tame those powerful Nebbiolo tannins and let all that deep complexity come out.
All right, and now for the queen, Barbaresco. If Barolo is all about that power and structure, Barbaresco is its graceful, more approachable counterpart. It's just a more finessed, elegant version of Nebbiolo. The queen's domain is much, much smaller and more concentrated. The whole Barbaresco production zone covers just 4 communes. The smaller area, plus soils that tend to be a little sandier, really gives it its own distinct character.
And this is the queen's charm right here. Because of its unique terroir and slightly more relaxed aging rules, the tannins in Barbaresco are often a little softer. And that means the wine reveals its beautiful perfume and silky texture much sooner than its big brother, Barolo.
So let's put it all together, side by side. You've got Barolo, the king, from those heavy clay soils, making a powerful, structured wine that needs a lot of time. Then you have Barbaresco, the queen, from sandier soils, creating a more elegant, finessed wine you can enjoy sooner. A big kingdom for the king, a smaller, more refined domain for the queen. Okay, so now that we've met the whole royal family, how do we get a seat at their dinner table? Let's talk about the best way to actually enjoy these amazing wines.
That high acidity and those firm tannins make these wines an absolute dream for pairing with food, especially the rich, hearty dishes from Piedmont. I'm talking about things like beef braised in Barolo itself, or delicate tajarine pasta just covered in local truffles. Rich game meats, stuffed pastas, and hard-aged cheeses like a good Parmigiano Reggiano, they're all perfect matches. and you can totally host your own royal feast right at home. It's easy. First, pick your monarch. Are you feeling the power of the king or the elegance of the queen? Then, pair it with a classic rich dish. Now, this next part is crucial. Serve it at the right temperature, just a little cooler than room temp, and use a big, balloon-shaped glass. You want to give the wine plenty of space to breathe and release that incredible symphony of aromas we were talking about.
So, at the end of the day, it comes down to a choice. Are you going to go for the powerful, structured king that really rewards your patience? Or are you going to be charmed by the graceful, elegant queen that's ready to be enjoyed a little sooner? There's really no wrong answer here, just a fantastic journey of discovery. So, which throne will you bow to first?